welcome back to my channel. Today's video is episode 4 of Career Standout online video series. If you haven't watched my first 3 videos, I suggest you check them out as well because they're very helpful. I will either link the playlist on the description box below or up there, so go ahead and check it out after this. Now in today's video, we're going to talk about the different types of career-related content that you can start posting and creating so that you can leverage your social media network and platform for your job application or simply to position yourself as knowledgeable in the field. So let's begin. The first thing you want to do, and the easiest I should say, is called content curation. I think you're already doing that now without realizing it, but a lot of people actually do this. Content curation means you gather different types of content from other sources, so they're not your own works or they're not your own content. You're sharing them to your social media profiles. So word of caution for this, you have to make sure that you triple fact check whatever you're sharing. No to fake news and no to false information. We want to combat those things. So let's just go for correct and accurate information to be shared on social media. And in this case, it can be anything such as a blog content that you like from career websites that are also related to your field or your niche. For example, customer support. Maybe you've found a blog post that says how to handle an irate customer, then you can go ahead and share that on your Facebook profile. Or if you want to check out my own videos here on YouTube and you want to share them on your Facebook profile or Facebook page, then feel free to do so. They are all public. You don't have to ask me if you need to share, just go ahead and share them. By the way, if you need help with your job application and you're still starting, I have a mini online course that helps you get hired as soon as possible. If you want to start a career in the BPO contact center or call center industry, you will get a lot of value from this mini online course. So go ahead and check it out. Aside from blog posts or videos that you can share on your social media platforms, you might also want to share relevant news, articles, announcements, or anything that are helpful to your audience. And again, make sure that they're from legit sources. And if you want to level up, you don't just share these types of content without saying anything. So a lot of people, including me sometimes, but that's when I get lazy. But in this case, you are building your social or online career portfolio. Then when you share these blog posts or videos, news announcements, make sure that you also include a valuable description. So you can share your thoughts, your insights, or your opinion about that particular content that you shared. And that's when people will know that, okay, this person makes sense, this person is knowledgeable, and this person knows what this industry is all about. So don't just share an emoji or ... or worse, share a blank content without, saying anything. The second type of career-related posts are motivational or inspirational quotes. People love quotes, so you can simply look online and pick your favorites and make sure these quotes speak to you, or these are really something that you think you can relate with or you resonate with. Try not to post something that you don't really like or that doesn't really speak to you as much, because that most likely will not mean anything. If something is important to you, then you'd be more eager or enthusiastic to share them online or to your audience, to your friends or your family members. And if you want to know how to create great graphics without being a full-blown designer, then go ahead and check out Canva. I use it all the time for all my design and graphic stuff. Number 3, you can share day in the life experiences. This is now becoming more personal as opposed to the more professional career-related posts, but at least you get to show your own personality, you get to show the behind the scenes of what you're doing at work, and just make sure that you share something that can be shared or that are not confidential or something that is really allowed by the company to be shared. I think you can definitely ask if you're not sure. Just because we don't want this to be the reason of conflict between you and your employer. So in this case, you can share your day-to-day encounters at work, experiences, maybe your conversations with customers, or conversations with your teammates that are related to your field of work. Then again, you don't have to drop names, companies, or brands, most especially because they're not allowed to be mentioned on social media. I worked in an account before that was very strict, that we're not even allowed to share the name of the account. So just be careful with that. Number 4, create videos or vlogs of your day-to-day life. Similar to what I'm doing, I create videos, although I don't really show my day-to-day life because that's not the kind of content that I do on my channel. But sometimes I create videos for, my behind the scenes experience or anything that I can share with you on my Facebook stories or Instagram stories. And I'm always saying this because a lot of people will say, it's up to you what you want to post on social media, it's your own. But then again, you have a responsibility to make sure that what you're posting is appropriate. Aside from videos and vlogs, obviously you can post a lot of photos if you like, behind the scenes photos from your work or from school. And when you're sharing photos and videos, make sure that you also protect yourself and the people around you. You don't just share your whereabouts online because, when you're posting things in public, people are also aware of where you're going, where you're working, or where you're going to school. So be careful with that. Again, you don't have to mention where you are working. Just share whatever you've experienced at work, without being all out public to your audience, your followers, friends, family members, because you never know who can see your posts, right? So just be safe. Number 6, you can offer valuable tips. They don't have to be fancy. You can just post a status message if that's what you like, but if you want to make it extra, I mentioned earlier that you can create graphics on Canva, even though you're not a designer, and even though you're not a full-blown influencer, maybe not yet, we never know, you can definitely still share valuable tips. Tips are not just for influencers or for big-time content creators. Anybody can share them. And if it's something that you have experienced yourself and you've learned from it, then go ahead and share it. It's a great way to showcase your skills, your knowledge, your abilities, and your expertise in something. And lastly, you may also share the lessons that you've learned from maybe school, work, or maybe at home. Or it can also be in your daily search of knowledge. So anything that you think is wonderful to share to your audience, no matter how ordinary it is for you, there will be someone out there who will find it helpful. So go ahead and share that. If you want to know more about how to leverage online social media networks for your job application and positioning yourself as a knowledgeable career professional in your field, then go ahead and check out my previous episodes. Again, I will link it up there or check out the description below. Next week is episode 5 of Career Standout Online, and we're going to talk about how to be confident when you have an online presence. And I think it's a very, very interesting topic. So make sure you tune in and make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. Tap the bell for notifications. Like, comment, and recommend this to your family and friends. Hope you've learned something. Stay safe and take care. Bye.